I'm gonna ask Claude Code to help me make a user profile in TypeScript. Wait, what did it just write? Let's roll it back and go through it one line at a time. First, the name, that's a string, just text in quotes. Then age, a number, plain old digits. Next is online, a boolean, the one that's only ever true or false. Then salary, a big int, for numbers way too huge for a normal number to hold. After that, UID, a symbol, a guaranteed one-of-a-kind value. Then partner, that's null, deliberately empty, on purpose. And finally last scene, undefined, the value that says nobody's set this yet. What value to store is determined by what type the variable is. But what is a type? Let's get the basics first. Every simple value in your program, a name, a count, a yes or no, is one of a small set of primitive types. The atoms of the language, the stuff you can't crack open into anything smaller, combine them and you get objects and lists later. On their own, there are 7. And you just watched the AI use everyone. String is text, the name Ada or anything in quotes. Number is any number, 36, 3.14, whole or decimal, all one type. Boolean is true or false, online or not. Then null and undefined, the two kinds of nothing. Undefined means nobody set it yet. Null means you cleared it on purpose. Big int is for whole numbers so huge, a normal number starts rounding them off, written with an n on the end. And symbol, a value guaranteed to be one of a kind, used as a unique key, rare, but now you've seen all 7. Name a value and it's one of these. So, how do you actually pin one of these types onto a value? You pin one on with an annotation, dead simple, a colon, then the type. Look back at the profile, the A I wrote, age, colon, number. That colon is a promise, right there in the code. Age holds a number, and always will, nothing else. Whatever sits to the right of the colon is the type. Now break it on purpose. Change age's value to the word 36, wrapped in quotes, a string. Red squiggle instantly. A string is not assignable to a number. The compiler stops you the second you type it. No running, no waiting. And here's the part that trips people up. That type is a compile time thing. It checks your code, then vanishes. The JavaScript that actually runs has no idea it ever existed. That little colon is just you telling TypeScript the exact shape this value is allowed to take. But do you really write that colon on every single variable? Sounds exhausting. Most of the time, you don't have to. Take that very first line and rip the annotation off. Just const name equals Ada Lovelace. No colon, nothing. And TypeScript still figures it out. It sees text wrapped in quotes and quietly infers the type string for you, all on its own. Hover over it and there it is, colon string. Even though you never typed it, it just read the value you assigned and worked backwards. That's inference, running everywhere quietly. All the safety of types. None of the noise of typing colon string like a robot all day. One catch. It only kicks in when you hand it a value right away. Declare a variable empty or write a function's inputs and you're back to annotating by hand. But two of those primitives hide a nasty trap, the two kinds of nothing. What goes wrong with them? This. Null and undefined hide the most famous crash in all of software. Watch. Our profile has last seen typed undefined. Try to use it like a normal value. Last seen dot to uppercase, and before you even run it, TypeScript lights up red. Last seen is possibly undefined. Same story with partner, which is null. Reach for partner.name and it stops you cold. In plain JavaScript, This is the infamous cannot read properties of undefined. The crash that's taken down apps at 2 in the morning for decades, and it cost the industry so much they literally call it the billion-dollar mistake. TypeScript drags it forward to compile time. The fix is just to check first. If last seen exists, then use it. And once you've checked, the red clears and it's safe inside that block. Null and undefined aren't the bug. Forgetting to check them is. So, what about a value that's allowed to be literally anything at all? Well, as always, that depends. There are 2 of them, but miles apart on risk. First is any. Load a profile from an API. Call json.parse on the response, and it hands you back any by default. Put any on something and type checking switches clean off. Anything goes. So you reach for profile.name and quietly misspell it, and TypeScript says, nothing. The mistake slips straight to your users. And honestly, I've shipped exactly this. Many times, in fact. The data type any was quiet, but our users were on fire. Isn't it lovely? For basic understanding, any is the panic button. Hit it when you're genuinely stuck, not because typing the real type felt like laborious work. Any is dangerous, but its safer cousin is unknown. Anything. But it won't let you touch the value until you check what it is. Type that response as unknown instead, and that misspelled line won't even compile. Add if type of data equals string, and inside that block, it's a real string you can safely use, just as flexible, without the danger. And with this, we are done with the topic of primitives. So, you've watched me do all this. Have you typed any of it yourself yet? No, right? Alright bro, enough watching me click around. I learned nothing the years I did that. Now it's your turn for next 60 seconds. If you did the setup chapter, you're ready. If not, run npm install-g TypeScript just once, so the tsc command exists. Now make a file, play.ts, and drop in one typed line. Let score colon number equals 10. Then do the thing you'll do 1,000 times. Break it. Set score to the text done, and watch your own editor turn red on you. That red is the whole point. Feel it once and it stops being abstract. Now fix it, jump to your terminal and run tsc play.ts. Out pops play.js right beside it. Plain JavaScript, every type stripped away. One heads up. TSC still writes that JavaScript even when there's an error, so clear the red before you trust it. Write, get yelled at, fix, compile, that's the loop. But why does any of this matter when an AI writes all your code? That is exactly when types and their understanding matter most. Remember, the AI wrote this whole profile for us. So picture it. You tell an agent, Claude, cursor, whatever, fetch the user and check when they were last seen. Off it goes and writes user.lastSeen, an extra E, a typo. In plain JavaScript, nobody notices. It ships, and it breaks in production. But because our profile is typed, the instant it writes that, TypeScript stops it cold. Property last seen does not exist. Did you mean last seen? The agent reads its own error and fixes itself before a single line runs. That's the shift. The type checker becomes a free, instant reviewer sitting right inside the agent's loop, catching its typos before they ever reach you. The better your types, the less your AI guesses. And the made-up fields it does try just get rejected before they can ship. So, let's revise what we learned today. And with this, our second milestone is complete. You've learned all 7 primitives, annotation with a colon and a type, inference writing those types for you, the null and undefined checks that catch the most common crash in software, and the any versus unknown the choice between danger and safety. In next chapter, we will understand collections, a composite name for arrays, tuples, dictionaries and objects, etc. But do not forget to like and subscribe. That genuinely motivates me while also notifying you when new video drops.